item number 5, communications. Mr. Secretary Bergin, sorry. I believe there are communications. Let me just see, find where you are.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Director Crespan.
Yes, I do have a communication from a taxpayer, and it's Kate Sulick, who's on 15 Jefferson Street. And so I'm just gonna read the communication. So it's to the distinguished Manchester Board of Directors. I want to start by saying that I do not envy the position that you are in. I'm writing as a concerned parent of a first grader at Waddell School. When it comes to my son's education, we have experienced it all: daycare, private school, a couple of years of homeschool, online learning, using a program called OutSchool, and most recently, public school. Overall, public school has been a positive experience to me as a parent. I have a lot more free time. Although my son is not the biggest fan, he prefers a mix of online learning and homeschooling, which gives him more flexibility to attend social groups, sports, and activities. Unfortunately for him, I need to work during the day, and public school was the option I chose for now. The main reason I write tonight is to discuss the continued forced masking in public schools. I admit it makes me feel helpless.
Director Crespan, hold on 1 second. Secretary Bergin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So communications under our agenda are usually an extension of items within the jurisdiction of the board. And as a point of order, our rules specifically state that public remarks are to be under the specific jurisdiction of our board. And I would just note, having listened to the letter that states that the main reason for writing is a mask mandate in schools, I would observe that that is not a decision that our board is able to make, and therefore is not under the jurisdiction of our board.
I'm going to ask for a point of order as well. Is this something common?
Hold on 1 second, Hold on. I don't want to, we're not going to get out of control. Director Morris, I'm calling you now.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This just seems like a brand new standard, since every single month we have multiple people come forward to the board and talk about things that are not in our purview, like certain books that they are reading, magazines, news articles, etc. So if we're going to set a brand new standard here, then it has to be followed. And
Mr. Chair, just respectfully to Director Morris, I don't think that the point of order itself is debatable. I think that it requires the chair to make a ruling to say, yes, mask mandates are in our jurisdiction, and this communication, which, for full transparency, the entire board has had sent to their email and had the opportunity to read themselves, whether it's in order or not. And then, and that point that I'm making, asking you to make an order is not actual debatable. And I could be wrong. I assume we have a board attorney on.
Mr. Chair.
Hold on, Director Crespan. Any further comments? We get things. I would ask Director Crespan just summarize the rest of it, which is in our rules. Whether or not it's under our jurisdiction, I'd have to get an attorney to talk to about, because I know that's for public comments. So I would ask Director Crespan just sum up what she said, if you could finish and summarize, because that's what our rules ask. Yes.
So I shall say that if a taxpayer contacts us, I believe it is our responsibility to communicate what they would like us to know. So
I don't disagree with you, Director Crespan. All I'm asking is, I saw that letter and I can summarize that myself. If you could just summarize it, please.
So in summary, this concerned taxpayer, this concerned mother, was telling us that we as board members in Manchester should really think about, how other people feel. She wants us to think about that we should be able to decide. We have the freedom to decide. We live in America. We don't live under dictatorship.
Thank you, Director Crespan. Appreciate it.